president of News and Guts, Dan Rather. He, of course, covered Watergate and the Clinton impeachment for CBS News, part of a storied career. Thanks for being on the beat on this big night.
Thanks for having me, Harry.
What jumped out to you about today's hearing, and any parallels or contrasts with so many of the other White Houses you've covered?
Well, what jumped out to me today is the effort by the Republicans to sort of say, listen, everybody knows all this. They seek to have people become numb to what we already know. That's what jumped out to me today, because we already know that the evidence we're talking about now, the solicitation of a foreign power to get involved in our election, the evidence is strong. The president's behavior and what he said has been outrageous. The complicity of the Republicans is depressing, and it's a serious moment for the country. We know that. What the Republicans sought to do today, and others will have to judge whether they were successful or not, is kind of convince people, you know what, this is really no big deal. And if you're saying to yourself you already know all this, yeah, that's the case, so we need room. That's what jumped out. In terms of comparison with the Watergate period and the Clinton impeachment, this is completely different for a long list of reasons, which we will not go down the whole list. But first and foremost, this is the first time in which we've had an impeachment proceeding in which it involved questions of a foreign power involved in the elections, or sought to be involved in elections, and very serious military national security issues. That didn't exist with the Clinton impeachment. It didn't exist with the impeachment effort against Richard Nixon. He resigned rather than face impeachment.
Indeed, to your point, the Watergate tapes showed Richard Nixon saying maybe we could get the CIA to back off the FBI, and it didn't get very far. Here, what your point is, these witnesses are saying under oath, $400 million of military funding was already used to extract this foreign meddling.
Exactly, and that's why I think the frame of reference, I hope, will be the frame of reference for people. That naturally, this is political in many important ways. Punditry comes into play. Do they have enough votes to get impeachment in the House? Would they have enough votes to convict in the Senate? How about the effect on the 2020 election? But in a broader and much more important way, this is fundamentally about our history as a country and the destiny of the country, because history is watching and listening and is going to be a very tough chronicler of these events and the people involved in the events of today.